Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Geekswagg Live. I'm here, Dirty Helmet, representing for the Geekswagg folks out there. I'm solo tonight, solo. So that means I'm doing the show dolo. Got no help. Uh, it's just it's just me. It's just me. Bunny 3000 is he's getting some well deserved time off, so he gets to relax. I get to host tonight for a little bit. So we're gonna see what we got out there for you guys. Just want to welcome everybody. Come on in. Let's have a good time here. My first time hosting, so you folks out there know that. Haven't really done this solo by myself, but I got a nice little lineup for everybody. Some cool things to talk about. So hopefully you guys are out there. Jump in the chat room, say what's up, say hi, all that, and see what we got. So just this week I've been checking out some of these gaming news and PC news, and I've been seeing a lot of things on Windows 10. So I don't know if like you guys out there have actually even dived into to Windows 10 at all, but some new and interesting features that are showing up, which I think are a little staggering. One of them being they have this Wi-Fi share password feature. So under your Wi-Fi, you can actually broadcast your Wi-Fi password to your friends. So like if you have friends in your contacts or on Skype or on Facebook, you can get this stuff out to them, which is a little scary. Me being an IT guy, I look at it, I'm like, yo, this is kind of bugged out. How are you gonna have your passwords being shared? Now they think it's okay and safe, but that's to be seen. Somebody takes control of it or accidentally get on your friend list, they might be able to get your Wi-Fi password. Well, of course, granted, they're going to need to know all kinds of other things, but just little nerve-wracking there. Read a couple articles about it, and not a fun thing. Not a fun thing. So guys, if you have Windows 10, I would definitely highly recommend take that feature off right now. Take it off, kill it, because you never know. You never know. So I would definitely, absolutely, 110% get it out, go out of there. Not to to scare anybody, but that's like a tech nightmare right there. And from their standpoint, I could see collaborating with the tool, making it nice, but not really sure about that one. So that one I X'd off of mine. That was one of the first things I turned off this weekend. Crazy. Also, they have another feature which allows you to, and these are on by default, by the way, that allows you to share your Windows updates. So your PC basically becomes a bot and launch Windows updates out there. Look that one up online. There's instructions out there on how to take it off. That's another one I'd get rid of. Not a fan of that one either. It's supposed to use minimal bandwidth. I'm talking about like 1.5, maybe 2 megs at most upload. But if you have like DSL or something, probably not the best thing. So I would definitely kill that. It's just this point. Anyway, getting on to some other things. That I've been following Quantum Break, and I've been looking at that game for the last like 6 months. So saw some really good things with Quantum Break, and I really looking forward to that. That's dropping soon. Let me check that out. Let me see when that's dropping, because I'm really excited for that game. Some real cool features. I saw some of the demos playing. You can stop time and morph across the screen, and really a lot of fun there. So I definitely would recommend that one right away. Trying to just look up here really quick. Let's see, Quantum Break. When's that coming out? I think that's dropping soon, guys. No, 2016. Not dropping soon. Next year. You're right. Yeah, no, yeah, next year. That's what. I think I was looking at some other thing. I was thinking of something else, but yeah, next year, Quantum Break out there. That's gonna be a hell of a game. And the lead guy just happens to be one of the other Iceman from X-Men. That's me geeking out there a little bit. So that's another good thing to game to actually look forward to. And what else I had on here on my list? I had a couple things here. They got that new PS4 firmware coming out, which is you see, I didn't actually catch up on this one to see what was out there, what they had added into the new thing. But I heard they had some new beta functions in there that were good. Some new streaming features, which I've been streaming some stuff on my PS4. I actually really like it. That's one of the features on the PS4 that I actually really like. Streaming stuff to Twitch, YouTube. You can upload videos right away. I've been doing that. I've been making videos. I have my YouTube channel. I'm trying to get straight with all my videos, so I'm gonna have a lot of stuff out there with. I got some Skyrim out, not Skyrim. Elder Scrolls, probably the same thing, right? Skyrim, Elder Scrolls. So I got that going out there. I got some Call of Duty, got some Witcher 3, some stuff out there, and PS3 actually really doesn't make it very easy to use, so I'm looking to get that put together and out there. But yeah, they have some they have a lot of new features on with the firmware. Probably have to get back to that one next week. I didn't really look up too much about getting some of the improvements there, but a lot of it on streaming improvements on streaming. So that's something to look out for if you have a PS3. I mean, sorry, PS4. I'm trying to get back to those PS3 days, right? And Fallout 4. That's another hot one there. I've been hearing really good things about Fallout 4. I heard it's probably going to be one of the more aggressive RPGs that's going to be out there. And it's supposed to be huge. It's going to be huge. It's going to be massive. You're gonna have all the stuff from 3, like the precision shooting and stuff like that, which you're coming out of another vault. I saw a little bit of it, and it just looks great. The world looks very, very large, kind of similar to what The Witcher 3 did. Just huge landscapes, beautiful, post-apocalyptic world. Everything in disarray, very animated characters, and that's been on my radar. So I'm keeping a close eye on that. I know that's one of the bigger games, but that was pretty good. Now I've been also looking at Scalebound, and I was on IGN probably last week. I think it was. Was it last week? Yeah, I think it was last week. And saw Scalebound, and I gotta honestly say it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was probably going to be more of a turn-based type game, and it definitely took me in a different direction. I didn't think it was going to be more action game, but the bit about controlling the dragon, man, I was a little excited. I was a little excited. I usually don't get too excited, with those types of games, but when your character gets to call out the dragon and tell him to hit certain spot or destroy these enemies and stuff like that, I was kind of geeked up, controlling your own dragon. I mean, the last time I got to really control a really good dragon was in Skyrim. They gave you that for like a little minute there, and you were able to control your dragon, and you were able to go, do that one little mission. Excuse me, one little mission with him, right? But this one, you get this guy with you all the time, and you look. It looks like you can team up with your friends. You can come in, you can do some co-op. So, that was crazy. I just thought it was cool, and he had like this scale armor that was pretty tight. That was going around just and cutting everybody up. I mean, like I'm real interested to see what they have, coming up. What the reward system looks like. How if you can get gear, all that stuff. So that looks awesome. Scalebound. I think that's going to be an Xbox One exclusive. I'm sure you guys have been looking at that, but I think that one will be definitely ready to go. And this weekend, also I got in on the beta for Fable, and I know they only give you a limited portion of the game, but I played some of the other ones, and they were all right. I thought they were all right. I know there's a big following for that stuff out there, and it was pretty decent, but Fable was it was interesting. They had like this little co-op mode going, and I didn't think it was for too long. It was probably for a few hours. I was out there, and it was late. It was like 1 in the morning, and it I got just a little early beta access there, so like you get to go in with a group of people. So it's like it's like matchmaking. You get in there, you wait for your team. They got these little funny little movements you could do, like in Destiny, where you sit around and you could do like a little dance move and stuff like that. So that was pretty cool while you're waiting. The load time was a little long to get people into the room, but that's all right. So once you get in, I had my little archer thing there. You had a wizard with us. I had a crossbow, sorry, and then there was another guy that was an archer, and you kind of run through these little horde missions, and getting to objectives and stuff, and that was really it. I didn't know if that was the basis of the game. I didn't know too much about it. I think that's probably just one mode of the game, but it wasn't that much fun. It's like the stuff that was out there that's been done over and over and over again. So I was kind of it was alright. I played it up for a couple minutes, not for a couple minutes, but at least a half an hour. I'd probably say probably half an hour, and then I kind of turned it off. I was getting kind of bored of it, actually, but I thought, from what I played of Fable, they had really good stuff before, and I actually enjoyed it. I mean, it's kind of a cartoony kind of game. I like games that look a little bit more defined and not so over the top with the animation, but that's kind of really what it was. And I cranked on there, but I'm glad to get in on the beta, but I'll keep you guys up to date on that, and try to get more of that in too. Also, Ark, that's that game right there is going to be it's going to be fantastic. I was playing on the PC. I got a little early access there. Ark Survival Evolved. That game, I watched that trailer about 50 times. I played it on my PC. I had to dummy down the stuff because it's huge. If you got a PC, you got to get a really monstrous PC. And it looks like it's coming to Xbox One. And I think it's going to be it's going to be a really good game. I think it's just going to be huge, and the community is going to be huge. It's like it's like Sims on crack in the dinosaur world. So that game is it's out there. I like the whole dynamics of it. With the dinosaurs, you can build a community. Bunny 3000, he's played a lot about with it, and he's actually told me all the fun stuff he's been doing. So hopefully when he gets back from vacation, I can jump on with him and maybe get out there and just cover some of the stuff with him and go in. He's talking about getting dinosaurs and raising them and making armor out of all this stuff, and it was just pretty pretty exciting. Like I said, I only got in maybe about a good 20 minutes of it because when it first got dropped, I think they had the graphics all the way up. You know, it was really high. I couldn't really, you know, and I have a halfway decent rig. You know, I have a halfway decent rig. You know, I've been playing. You know, I played Battlefield 4 on mine. You know, I've got some Diablo. You know, I have some pretty high-end games here. Splinter Cell Blacklist. I've got Assassin's Creed 3 loaded up on here. You know, some pretty beefy games. So, you know, it's you know, they're pretty big, but you know, it was just killing my machine. I couldn't figure out why. So, you know, they released a rev, and I think they dummied down some of the stuff. So I got to jump back on there. I'll probably do some streaming of that soon on my Twitch channel and get that rolling out there. So, you know, that's going to be pretty exciting game. I can't wait for it to drop on Xbox One because I'm sure it's going to be a little bit more finer on there. You don't have to mess around with settings. That's why I kind of prefer the console because, you know, you don't have to mess around with all that stuff. But it's Ark, definitely good. This other game I'm trying to look up here, and I saw it today, and trying to find the name of it, which I'm a little upset. I didn't get a chance to. I only caught it at the corner of my eye because I was just looking through some gaming stuff today on my lunch break. And I'm just upset that I can't find it. I can't find it anymore. And it's really driving me nuts. And I'm going to do a quick web search here. Because I think I know what it is. I don't want to misspeak. But it's, let's see if I found it. I think this may be it. Hold on. That's it. For Honor. That's the game. Now, from what I've seen from this thing is friggin' sick. It looks like it's an Ubisoft game, and I saw some of the multiplayer today, some video of it, and it was crazy. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe I'll put it up on the screen here for you guys so y'all can see it. But it was like Call of Duty, but you were fighting with knights. And you know, you got your little battle squad, and you go in, you know, chop people up. It was crazy. I was just, you know, I was just geeked out for it, and I just thought it was a fresh new take on you know, a multiplayer game. You know, it's you comp some swords. You know, we all played like the fast-paced Call of Duty game, and it's just, you know, it's cool. But like to do it when you're like storming castles and stuff like that, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. You know, I didn't see how you picked, like, you know, what like classes and stuff like that. I'm sure they have all those things. And it was still trying to find this page. I can't find the page I'm looking for. I'd like to show you guys some of the video that they were playing. You know, they just had. But anyway, get back to what I was saying about it. You know, it's gonna be on right now. I'm not sure what it is. I think it may just be PC right now. I got to find out a little bit more information on it. But you know, going around with the swords, it's just, I was just like, wow. And they had these guys that were like triple teaming, looking like you were playing Gladiator. You know, Maximus. It was pretty cool. So. That's one to keep an eye out for. Like I said, I don't have much on it. I wish I did. I was just looking at a few things, and it was pretty cool that they had it out there. You know, streaming it. I've never heard of that game before. I was kind of trying to get a little bit more information about it, but it's something I didn't get a chance to really dive into. I only just saw it today. You know, trying to figure out, but it was. It was pretty. It looked pretty good. It looked like a game that I'd definitely be into. Definitely be, willing to play. So, you know, get out there, check that out, guys. It looks like a really good. It looks like a really good game coming up there. Sorry, I'm just seeing some funny stuff out here online. So just watching out for that. So anyway, so we got I got some streaming coming up pretty soon. Looking to do some this week. I'm probably doing some MLB The Show, which I don't get a lot of chances to go over, but MLB The Show, really 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 good game there. Really exciting. That baseball. If you're a baseball fan, you should check it out. It's just I dive real deep into that baseball. I do. I really do. It's a nice pace game. It they really captured a really good way that you play baseball. It's just a fast pace, not a fast pace, nice slow pace to the game. Very very strategic. I mean, like even the computer stuff. Even I'm playing my season. The computer. They know when to bunt. When to throw the first, stuff like that. They read the shift on me pretty good if I'm hitting well. Sometimes I get really pissed when they do that. I hate when they read the shift, and I'm trying to crank it out there, and I can't get past them. I'm just like, wow. I was using the Yankees the other night in my season, and I had to share up at base, and they had to shift on me, and it was just. I thought I had a base hit. It was a bullet right to second base, and the guy was just like right there. So definitely caught me, and I was just like, oh, I can't believe this is happening. He just like pinned me out of there. So that aspect of it, just really well done. They just nailed it with that MLB. Probably like one of my top 5 baseball games of all time. They just nailed that game down. To the T. To the T. I mean, they've got so much more improvements that they've done during the year. Not the year, but the years that I played it, and I can't say much more about it. It's just a fantastic game. So I'll probably be streaming some of that. I'm looking probably about Thursday night. No commentary on that one. It'll probably be commented out after tonight. But just straight up MLB The Show. Hoping you guys get out there. I'll probably be doing a high power Boston New York matchup. So look for me on Twitch. Just search me Dirty Helmet. You'll see me. I'll be out there. I'll be streaming off the PS4. So I've been checking around trying to see what's up for the weekend. I've been doing a little bit of I guess you say some car shopping, trying to figure out, trying to get a new whip. I guess I don't know. Cars out there ridiculously expensive these days. So I'm out there and I'm looking around, see all these ads, and I keep seeing Fantastic Four. So I was kind of semi-interested in the movie, and had a buddy at work. He comes up to me, and goes, "Hey, Jay, you gonna go see Fantastic Four?" I'm like, I don't know. I said, it looked all right. I said, but I'll probably get out there to see it. I said, I'm sure it's gonna do well. And it's just, I've been looking in the news, and I'm just like, wow, it really did that bad. So they've been really giving it horrible reviews. I feel bad for it, because I actually am a fan of the Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four. uh, you know, Johnny favorite character, and it was just like everybody, you know, they were talking about they were so blah, and they weren't that exciting, and you know, it wasn't even, you know, a good remake, and I'm like, really? And I was just really disappointed to hear that, and I saw the reviews. I've been eating them up, and it's been doing horrible at the box office. So that's probably one, I guess, we're not recommending. But I'm sure there's some of you guys out there that are probably seeing it. You know, if you have any questions or comments about that, let's hear it. Fantastic Four, not probably the best movie to go see this weekend. Um, Probably better to go see Mission Impossible. That's probably a better route. So, you know, tonight's probably not going to be a long night for us because, like I said, Bunny 3000 is up. We just have somebody jump in the room here. What up? What's going on? Thanks for joining. I'm a solo act tonight. Bunny 3000 is on vacation, so he's left the helm to me, which I'm probably destroying it right now at this point. And I was just talking about Fantastic Four. You know how horrible reviews it's been getting there. I'm not even sure what that means, but I guess we'll go with no. Talking about the Fantastic Four, that it just wasn't that great of a movie. So that guy's gonna be. I guess I'll wait for that to come out on cable and check that. Really, Apex there says it made sense. Well, do you recommend me go seeing it then? I was thinking about skipping the movie and just going straight to video. I just hear horrible things about it. I heard it was in the gutter, man. I heard it was just a horrible. Don't even bother watching it. It's a waste of your time and money. Oh, we'll see what you have to say about about that. But I just heard nothing but bad reviews about it. But there are some upcoming shows that I am looking forward to. The Flash season 2. So that's I know it's a little bit off. You got Walking Dead, but that's one I'm really looking forward to. That and Arrow. And I've been looking at some of the characters that they're going to have on the upcoming season. I don't want to ruin anything for anybody, but if you want to go check it out, you know, just look it up online. But season 2, I mean that's 2. There was 3 that just passed for Arrow. Really good season. A lot of exciting things happen. I thought some of the stuff they stretched out a little bit, but which they didn't really have to. But you know, it just, you know, some character. Well, you know what? On your recommendation, I'll go check them out. I'll go solo. I won't take the crew with me. I'll go check it out. I wanted to go see it. I wanted to say something about it, but I'll go check it out and go review it. That's for Fantastic Four. Thank you, APEC. Appreciate it, buddy. But you know, Arrow and the Flash. You know, they have some really exciting things coming up. So you can catch those guys, I believe, on Hulu, on Netflix. So those are good. You're 9 out of 10, dude. Now you got me interested, man. 9 out of 10 for Fantastic Four. Are you pulling my leg? Please tell me you're pulling my leg, because I can pull up probably real quick. Search online right now and just pull up Fantastic. They plastered it all over Yahoo, dude. Now I'm not usually the one to follow those reviewers because I like to do that, but not they're not giving it. Some people are saying it's okay. They're all saying it is not good. So I'd be curious to know what's good about this movie. It's, people are saying the original ones they're just, like Michael B. They were like he was more down, calm kind of guy, but Johnny Storm was like, happy go lucky and all over the place and stuff like that, or it's just like, it's a complete different movie. You shouldn't even keep any of that stuff in context, or shouldn't even think about any of those things. I'm guessing that's what I'm asking, because I kind of skipped it based on some of these things. I was like, you know what? Yes, I totally agree with you with the Arrow. That is, I thought that was what they said. He's gonna be new. He did get a new suit, and so did the Flash, which I love. I love those crossover episodes. And there is gonna be it is gonna be Green Arrow. I think that's not gonna be Arrow anymore. Absolutely, I think it is. It's gonna be Green Arrow, and it's gonna be an exciting show. I mean, like season 1 and 2, I thought were so far out of the first three. I think 1 and 2 were the best. 1 and 2 was definitely the best. They had a lot going on there, and with the Marakuru and all that stuff, it was really good. I was really into it, and so is Flash season 1. I just hope they don't go downhill from there, man, because Flash season 1 was so good. It just threw me for a loop. All the stuff with the time travel, the Reverse Flash, Barry going back, saving his mom, or sorry, not saving his mom. Hope I'm not spoiling anything for people out there who didn't see anything, but I just thought that was really, 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 really good, and I'm just so excited to see what they're coming up with season 2. So that's something that I'm looking forward to. I'm going to be hooked on that. The only thing I get is because, well, hopefully our time will move by then, because Tuesday night's my night. That I'm just pretty sure that's what's going to come out for Flash, and then Wednesday's going to be Arrow. So hopefully we're getting that Wednesday lineup for you know for our show. Okay, well I hear you, man. That sounds like well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, he's I don't know. I still guess I'm not completely sold. I mean, I guess it's kind of tough when you're talking about like comic books and stuff like that, and when you're dealing with comic books coming to the big screen. I think we have an expectation of what we want and what we think our characters should be, and it doesn't always work out that way. And I think sometimes it throws things off. Like even with I guess the Iron Man movies, I know a lot of people thought they were great. I just didn't like the last one. I couldn't take it. I guess maybe my expectations were set a little too high when I saw yeah, I agree with you. Flash and Arrow are amazing, man. I love it. And that's what I mean with the comic book stuff that I'm mentioning. Like I think those two were done very well. Even though the Arrow doesn't quite remind me of the Arrow in the comic book, I just think it's just a very fresh take on it, and it doesn't really spoil anything to it. And it's hard to bring that over. Like I said with the Iron Man, the third one. With I think what ruined that for me was oh god, now I'm drawing a blank here. Do with the rings. Ugh. See, I forgot his name. But it's it's at Mandarin. That's it. They kind of goofed out the Mandarin for me. They made him an actor, and the Mandarin is such a really good character in the Iron Man season. Kind of ruined it for me. And a lot of people are like, hey, it was great. But they probably didn't know the Mandarin, so I did, and it kind of ruined it for me. And I think that's what happens with some of these, with these comic book movies. They're awesome, but like if they're not pretty close, I mean, the story I think can be different, but if the character personalities aren't pretty close to what they were in the comic book, I think it kind of kills it. You might as well not even call it that. But I'll go check that. I'll go check that out for your sake. I'll go check it out. I'll hottail over to the movie theater. Probably not this weekend, but the following weekend when it's quiet. I can roll up in there and then I'll check out this Fantastic Four movie and see what who knows, I may like it. Well, yeah, well, maybe, I don't know. Let's hope not. Well, he got a couple more movies coming out. Not at well, yes, in the franchise for the Iron Man series, but so yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. You know how these guys are. You give them the right amount of cash, they come back, come back for anything. So yeah, definitely with that, man. Definitely with that. We're hoping to see Robert. I mean, he is Iron Man. That's who he is. He is definitely Iron Man. I couldn't say you couldn't find a better character for that. So, but so since we're all in this comic book, there's these TV shows and these comic book stuff. What do you think about the Batman versus Superman? I'd be curious to see what you think about that, because I've been seeing a lot of things where people are not happy with really not liking. I'm curious to see why you're not liking it. I don't want to pass judgment yet, because there are a couple of superhero movies that I thought were going to be, excuse me, I thought they were going to be horrible, but they were actually pretty good. They were actually pretty good. So, Batman versus Superman. I mean, like, I think what's hard for a lot of people to get by is Ben. But when I first saw, I said, there you go, that's it, man. Yes, Ben Affleck is a big problem. So, and I thought so too. I thought so too. I saw him in the costume, and he does look like the comic book Batman. I mean, he's real big and beefy, not like the Christian Bale one, which I'm a fan of. I'm hoping you're a fan of too, because we're having like a good combo here, me and you. But like, I actually think that Bale was probably a better Batman overall. That Dark Knight series I really like. I know some people didn't like it, but I did. I think some people didn't like the third one. That's probably more accurate. But I thought it was. I mean, like, Bane, yeah, they messed up his voice there a little bit. You know what, dude? I totally agree. I wish something could have been worked out. I don't know how the contracts and stuff worked, but Christian Bale would have definitely been my first choice. His voice was kind of a little jacked up, but still, you could definitely work that over. I guess they weren't looking for that, but I would agree with you. I enjoyed Christopher Nolan's Batman. I really did. I think they were fantastic from top to bottom. And you know what? Every once in a while, man, on a Sunday, I'll binge watch. Yep, he definitely was. He definitely was. Heath Ledger was awesome Joker. Portrayed the character very well. Before that, I mean, I still like Jack. You know, had some great lines on there. I think Anton's getting a little hot under the collar. Really good lines there. And Jack was good for the time that they were in, But I think Heath Ledger was really awesome. Really. He just stood out. He helped make that movie. With all the stuff that he was doing. So yes, I totally agree with you. You know what? I think I'm gonna like what's his name there? Jared Leto. He brings that dark. I don't know if you ever I didn't read the comic. I don't know if there was a comic book to it, but I used to watch Batman Beyond, and that's the kind of Joker I thought they were going for. That futuristic kind of Joker, really like the thuggish kind of one they had in the Batman Beyond series. So I'm very interested to see. I don't want to. It looked kind of weird to me because it's not what I'm used to, and I think probably to a lot of people it is. But like I think you want to really get into that and look and see, what they bring to it. I think that could potentially be a sleeper like a Guardians of the Galaxy. That's my opinion on that right now. I think that could be one of those. Like a lot of people weren't sure about it, and I think it brought a lot to the table for Marvel stuff. When you saw Guardians, I mean, when that came through, I mean, it was just well done. I mean, and I think why it was so well done is because a lot of people didn't know those characters well. And I think in the Suicide Squad and the Jokers and stuff like that, I think they don't really know those characters, and I think they've heard of them, but not a lot of people get into it. So I think the movie and those things may be a hit, but I'm curious to see more. I mean, I've seen just like, I don't know how much you've seen, but I've seen like just the snapshots they post online and stuff like that. So I think that might be a good movie, man. I think that might be well worth going to the movie theater to see. I agree with you. They could have got somebody better for Harley Quinn. Definitely. There are a lot of people that I thought could have been a better Harley Quinn. There's this girl that I thought could have probably been one, maybe a little too dry, but Ari Platts. she's she's pretty funny, and I think she could pull off that high squeal, Mr. J voice, like that. So, um, we'll see. But you know what? Sometimes like I said, sometimes these guys they make a, you know, yeah, yeah, I would agree. You need that accent. You definitely need that accent. Somebody that can pull off the New York side accent. I totally agree. But like I said, some people that may, like the Christopher Nolan Batman. When I saw Christian Bale, I was like, what? And I didn't buy that for a while until I saw the first one. I was like, wow, this is, man, I came out of there, I was thumping. That was like one of the best movies I've seen. I was just so excited to go to the movies again. And that one was a shock to me because all I remember him from was American Psycho, right? And he was really good in that, and that's how I saw him. I didn't see him as Batman, but when he came through, I bought it. I bit, and it was good. So I don't know, not sure about Harley Quinn, but we'll see. Yeah, I think Will Smith can. Well, Will Smith is a good actor, so him doing Deadshot is I think that's definitely doable. I think he's one of those guys that it doesn't matter what role he's in, he can pull it off. And hopefully star power like that can help that movie. You need that. You need somebody to help the movie stick out. So hopefully he'll be a good addition to that team. I think that's really going to be good. Now here's the thing. I mean, and oh yeah, the suits are awesome. I think they have a lot of the costume people that are doing suits these days are really good. Because like I didn't know what they were going to do with Superman and those tight spandex. I didn't think was going to work for this day and age. So I'm glad the way they did that. Now, have you got a chance to see Ant-Man? By the way, I don't know if you got through that. That's another movie I skipped, and I get a lot of mixed on that. People are saying it's good. Some people are saying but some of the actors I just can't bite on quite yet. So, and those are the things, they're trying to get these one-offs in these movies. So, we'll see. I haven't seen that yet, but that's definitely on my list. Really? I'm hoping you're just not saying that for my sake, man, because it sounds like you like all these movies, or you're just like a movie buff, Like I mean, well, please tell me more. I'd like to know what was good about it. I haven't seen it, by the way. I haven't seen it, and it's very rare when I don't go see these movies because I'm waiting for them. I'm lining up. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Okay, so well, that's good. So I guess maybe we're probably going to see him in the next Avenger movie then, which I think would be awesome. So I know. You sound like you've seen a lot of stuff now. I'm sure you've seen the Red Band trailer at least that much for Deadpool. So that is now. I'm in the middle with a Ryan Reynolds kind of guy, right? So I saw the trailer, and from what I know of the comic, okay, which I wasn't a big, you know, follower of, but I gotta honestly say, yeah, that Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. He's dead on. Okay, just like Robert is Iron Man, he always will be. This was Ryan Reynolds. He did a crappy Green Lantern. Sorry, Ryan, I love you, man, but you are Deadpool, my man. And I think that is definitely it's and he got that sarcastic comedy kind of thing going there, and he is Deadpool. So that is going to be friggin' sick movie. I think that's probably going to be one of my favorite. I think that's I'm already rating that one up there. Is going to be one of my top 10 superhero movies. I think Deadpool is just going to be friggin' awesome. If you haven't seen the Red Band trailer, you gotta get out there, people. Check that out. Ryan Reynolds, I think he's found where he belongs. I do. I really do. I think he found where he belongs. I think it's going to be absolutely amazing movie. I don't think there's any way this one can get ruined. So and that's probably a lot to be said already, right? I haven't even seen it, but yeah, I think it's yeah, it's gonna be the bomb. It's gonna be the bomb. So moving along, that's a lot of movie stuff there. I got one more thing. It's not a movie, but I've been watching True Detective on HBO there, and I got hooked. I actually binge watched because I get caught up with shows. I actually binge watch a lot of shows when I get a little bit of time. So what will happen is, like, if I have like a Saturday afternoon, I'll turn on the TV and boop, ooh, haven't seen this. Okay, nobody's here. Click. Next thing you know, it's 2 in the morning. My eyes are burning. I haven't eaten dinner, and it's just downhill from there. I'm just done. So I got up on, I keep seeing every week, my boy's like, yo, you gotta check this out. And I'm not really into cop dramas and stuff like that because, like, all I think of is Law and Order and dum dum. I just be hearing that all the time. So, like, try to kill that. But True Detective is actually a really good show. So it's season 1 and season 2 they don't overlap. I don't know if they're gonna do something 3 where they do, but they kind of close it but not close it kind of deal. Not 100% of the way. So season 1 was with McConaughey and Woody Harrelson, which is Woody Harrelson is turning into a really good actor. So it was just crazy that season 1 they were doing these voodoo things and stuff like that. It was just nuts. And season 2 was a little bit more of conspiracy stuff and getting caught up with people playing both sides of the law and stuff. But that's another really good show to watch out for. So if you haven't seen it, you can probably catch season 1 and 2 on HBO Go if you have it. I would definitely recommend watching it. Like I said, I'm not a big cop person, but cop drama kind of person. Not a cop person. I love a cop, but it's a really good police show. I think it's probably one of the best I've seen. And Apex, yes, you're back again. Falling Skies, I do. You know what, dude? I've been messing up. I really have. I gotta confess about that. I was waiting for Falling Skies, but because I've been caught up with trying to do game stuff, trying to get my weekly streams in, doing the show, trying to finish stuff in my house, I am behind on Falling Skies. I gotta catch up on that this weekend, bro. You gotta come back next week, same time, same bat channel. We gonna get on that because I am religiously up to. I've watched half of the first episode of this season finale, and I love that show, man, dude. I thought like the other seasons, love them. Thought they were great. That they were very well done with the way they portrayed the aliens and stuff like that, and how you know with the little alien girl and all that stuff. I mean, it was sick. I was so psyched for this season, but I couldn't get to it. And when I started watching it on TV, I'm like, damn, I got too much to watch, man. But that's my show too. That's one of my summertime shows. I do love Fallen Skies, and I got to get back on that. But I know what is it in? Maybe like what, like 3 or 4 episodes in? I would think something like that. Maybe 4, 5. Guessing somewhere around there. So it's not hard for me to catch up. I'll just catch it on. I think it's on Hulu. So I might actually start maybe tomorrow or something and check those out and get back. But I would love to have a discussion with you about Falling Skies. I could probably catch out 7. Okay, yeah, that shouldn't be too much for me for the weekend. I can catch like 2 one night, 2 one night, 2 that Sunday, just binge the rest of them. So definitely love to chat about that. Fallen Skies is one of my favorites. So yeah, that's one I got to catch up on. I've had a lot of things on the back burner. Sorry to say, but you have I have a lot going on right now. I'm just all over the place with between housework, work, gaming stuff. We're trying to put together some other things, lining up for us that are in the makes. I don't know. I can't really talk about them too much right now, but you know, we're just trying to get Geekswagg out there. Expand on some stuff. Probably start getting some more giveaways. So if you guys have like your buddies and stuff, make sure that they get over here. Sometimes we get games, and people, we don't have a lot of people in live to catch them. So we got stuff coming up. So the more people we get in here, the more stuff we can do. So, well, yeah, definitely Fallen Skies, definitely a good show there. But tonight's gonna be short-lived. Dirty Helmet is signing off. Not much going on, this week in a lot of news. Like I said, I had some interesting Windows 10 things up top, but just to revisit that really quick, Windows 10 so far I think is pretty good. I like it better than 8, but you know, definitely check out those Windows 10 recommendations. With the Wi-Fi and the auto updates. And yeah, so I want to give a shout out to Ladies Roundtable for letting us on the channel here. Geekswagg, always appreciate their support. And yes, The Walking Dead, and yeah, my half year is gonna be busy too, man. That's what happens when it starts getting cold. It's inside. It's TV and gaming, baby. Clickety clickety clack. Yeah, man, you should have been here for the first 20 minutes, man. I was ranting and raving about Windows 10, but it is a good operating system. Like I said, a couple of quirks, with the updates that it uses your computer to push out to other computers, and the Wi-Fi friendly thing where it shares your Wi-Fi password. Not cool, not cool. So, but we'll be back here next week, same time, same channel. Geekswagg. Hopefully, we'll have a full squad then. We'll have Bunny 3000, and maybe we get the Grim Freaker on there. So thanks, you guys, and I appreciate it. And you know what, Apex, thank you, man. I appreciate you hanging out with me tonight. It was, doing a solo gig. It's good to have some company. And I hope very much to see you next week. So we'll continue up some other stuff. And yes, if you want to, we'll go over some Windows 10 items at that time also. I'll probably see if I can get some tips and trick. And yeah, absolutely, man. Great times. Like I said, I appreciate you coming out here. You know, it's like I said, it's sometimes it's hard running a solo gig. So, make sure you have enough things to fill the time there. But yeah, dude, come back, man. I definitely want to get back at you with those Falling Skies. That's like a big deal. I love that show. And like I said, I'll see if I can get some Windows 10 tips and tricks for you guys. So have a good night. I hope you get some gaming in before you go to bed, man. And we'll call it a good night. This is Geekswagg, He Magazine, ladies at the round table. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next week.